Thank you so much for keeping it tuned here to the Mountain Morning Show on Park City Television. I'm excited to have my next guest with me here on the couch. I have Jennifer Billow, who's the Associate Director of the Park City Education Foundation. I have Mellissa Mellin, who you just saw in that last package. She was the recipient of the $10,000 grand prize scholarship from the Leaders and Achievers Scholarship from Comcast NBCUniversal. She's also the Co-President of Latinos in Action here in the Park City High School. And her father, I'm sure, is very, very proud as well. Jose Mellin, who is the Director of Banquets at Montage Deer Valley, is here as well. How are you three doing today?
Great.
Amazing.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming in. Jen, let's talk about the Park City Education Foundation. You guys obviously do great work here in the community to ensure that all the kids have an awesome foundational education from even the very beginning.
Yes.
Let's talk about how you've partnered with Latinos in Action and kind of helped to facilitate that here in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. So Anna Williams, about 7 or 8 years ago, gosh, maybe longer than that, wanted to start a Latinos in Action chapter up here. And so she did in the school district. She is a LIA teacher, but they also needed funding for some besides just her salary. And so the Ed Foundation stepped in 8 years ago to start funding the Latinos in Action class. And it's been, the growth of it is amazing. So I think she started out with maybe 15 kids, and now there's almost 150 kids from 6th grade through 12th grade. And we've been a funder of LIA every year. So that's been great to see, and the fruits of that labor are starting to pay off, because we're seeing now, whereas before the kids, the first generation kids, were not having a great graduation rate from college, they weren't going to college, even from high school, till now the entire LIA class, all of them are going to 4-year colleges.
It's amazing.
Which is unbelievable. We're really proud about that. And a lot of times people think, oh, in the summer, you know, nothing's going on, you guys slow down, but there's lots going on in the summer, including an ACT bridge program.
Awesome.
That is taught, and Mellissa took that class last year, and that kind of helps kids get a little more used to the rigor of AP classes.
Absolutely.
Taking the ACT test. The teacher of that class, Melanie Moffett, has raised the kids' ACT scores. They've gone up 7 points.
Wow.
So if you took the ACT in college, it is very substantial. And we're happy to help fund the college visits for that class. So it's just been this great partnership. And then Montage Deer Valley with Jose. So our biggest fundraiser every single year is the Red Apple Gala up at Montage. And before they were even built, when they were coming into town, our board went to Montage and said, would you host the Red Apple Gala for us? We really would like to take this fundraiser up to the next level. They didn't know us, they didn't know anything about us, they were new to town. They said, of course. And I was new that year, so it was my first year running a gala, and I was a nervous wreck. I didn't sleep. And the great thing is that Jose is in charge of all the events like that, and the very first night I met him, giant smile, big hug, everything went off without a hitch. And I think it's just so amazing that 7 years later, the Red Apple Gala is our biggest fundraiser. Montage is one of our biggest supporters. We've been able to put the money back in to help students like Mellissa, and now she's going to college. And it's just like,
I love it. I love
I'm getting
it's such a full circle story.
It is.
I love it. Just shows you, like you said, you know, when you really invest into something and you get to see the benefits from that later on, you get to see the fruits of your labor, as you said. It's really an amazing thing. It's a very inspiring thing.
It is.
It just kind of shows you, and it proves to you that the work that you're doing is paying off, and it's doing something really great for the community.
Yes.
Mellissa, let's talk about Latinos in Action. You're the co-president of Latinos in Action here in Park City. What have you learned from the program? What has the program taught you?
Definitely to have a voice in the community. I think that's one of the strongest things I took out of LA. I always had struggle finding my place in school as a young child, and really it just brought me out of my shell, and it told me to work harder and just fulfill my goals in life, which was to ultimately end up in a good college.
In a good college. And I think one thing that we as a we had Jose Enriquez, who's the executive director and founder of Latinos in Action here about a week or so ago, and he was, the thing that we kind of talked about that I really liked and was the fact that you know, a lot of the time in a lot of minority communities, especially for me growing up, I know I didn't have a lot of people that looked like me, sounded like me, in the positions that I wanted to become, you know, whether in any position.
Right.
And so to have those mentors, those leaders there, it really inspired me and showed me that I can get it done. And I think it shows, Latinos in Action goes to show you that just with a little bit of support, with a little bit of inspiration, and with a little bit of belief in you, you can make anything happen. You said that almost all, if not all, Latinos in Action classes are going to a 4-year college.
Yes.
Which is that's amazing.
It is amazing.
That is fantastic. And Jose, as a proud father, how does it make you feel to know that this full circle partnership, I guess you could say, with Park City Education Foundation is not just benefiting the community, but really like hitting home, like it's benefiting you guys as well?
Well, that's one of the most exciting aspects of the whole circle. I mean, I have the pleasure of working for Montage, and knowing that Montage gives back to the community, and then to organizations such as Park City Education Foundation, and then to firsthand experience it in receiving that recognition for Mellissa. And obviously there's a lot of hard work and dedication that Mellissa behind the scenes has done.
Absolutely.
And now to see that paying off, like you said, it's rewarding. It's undescribable, basically. I know when we both have cried.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot. Yeah.
We have jumped with pure joy because it's not easy.
Absolutely.
It's definitely not easy, but she has earned it. It's not something that it's like there, you just grab it. No, she has actually worked very hard to earn this recognition. And so, yes, as a father, I mean, what else can you ask from your child? I mean, it's working hard and going to a great school, and then here she has an opportunity to do something big in her life. So
and
that's a great
chasing
moment.
her dreams as
Chasing
well,
her
which I
dreams.
think is awesome. I think that something that is new to a lot of communities is the fact that it's like you can do what you want to do. What do you want to do? Let's make it happen. And I think, Mellissa, let's talk about all those late nights, you know, staying up, studying,
Yes.
staying up till 1 in the morning, no sleep. Like, how am I
Right.
going to do this? Feeling like you're going to pull your hair out. I've been there. How does it feel to have all your hard work pay off? How does it feel?
Yes, it feels wonderful. There was nights where I would not go to sleep at all and just go to sleep like the next morning. I mean, go to sleep the next morning, go to school the next morning. And there was definitely a few bumps on the road. I definitely wanted to give up a few times, but knowing the constant support my parents gave me and all the mentors I did have, like Miss Williams, and just knowing that there were a lot of people investing in me, I just knew I couldn't give up.
You couldn't give up. You had to keep going. I wanted to ask all three of you, actually, starting with you, Jen. Why do you think it's important that we have programs like Latinos in Action here in the community, and not just like Latinos in Action, but the many other programs that we have here in the Park City community and the school system here? Why is it important?
Right. I think what's important is that, well, number one, you have to remember that Utah has the lowest funding per student in the country. So there's a lot of reasons for that. No one wants to raise taxes. And so to give our students the chances, a fair education to, promote what they're passionate about, what our kids want to do, that takes more than just, a basic budget. And that's where we come in. So whether you are a Latina or a Latino kid and you don't see anyone, like you said, in these places, the community can come in and support you and say, we support you. And we know that these kids staying in Utah and being able to give back, when they get into the workforce, we will be richer and better for it. The same thing with kids this summer. It's been a very busy summer. So the FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, and the debate both went to nationals this summer from our high school.
That's amazing.
And that is fantastic. That's those kids' passions, and that's how they're going to shine. And it's very expensive to go to nationals, and you often don't find out you're going until March or April. So it's hard to fundraise. So we step in with our National Competition Fund to help cover those costs. The marching band is going on all summer, right? We're all super proud when we see that Park City High School marching band. So we help support that as well. And for a lot of those band geeks, my daughter being one of them, you know, that's where she found herself and where she could shine. And so it's you know, there's a lot of talk about equity right now, but that is just, I'm going to get all verklempt again. but it is giving, our kids are going to give us so much more than we give them. Sorry.
There's, I think getting emotional is appropriate because it's so true when you work so hard to, you know, really try and invest in the future, and it's all paying off. It's an emotional, it's a great thing to see. It makes you really happy to see these young people just doing so well, and not just succeeding, but just thriving in life as well, which is fantastic. Mellissa, what's next for you?
So I'm planning to major in political science or get involved with journalism.
Excellent. And so do you plan on taking any leadership positions in the future? Are you going to stay connected with Latinos in Action? It's the reason I ask is it's important to have people like you in positions that you're in, because it's going to inspire the next generation of kids that were stuck in your position 2 years ago saying, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm going to make it happen. I don't know if I can get to college. They look up to you and see that they can make it happen. So it's important that you stay in those positions and stay connected with Latinos in Action.
Thank you. Westminster actually doesn't have an LIA program, so you know, I might just start one over there.
Maybe you could be the champion that starts it over there. That would be amazing. I could see you doing that, and you doing some great things. Jose, you have a fantastic daughter. You did a great job as a parent, and you guys are going to be. I'm excited to see where this all goes. Where can people stay up to date with everything that's happening with Park City Education Foundation?
Absolutely. So PCEF4, the number 4 kids.org is our website. Our social media, Instagram and Facebook, we're posting stuff every day, at least twice a day. That's a great place to go as well. And one more thing too, our Bright Futures group, which is our first generation college mentoring group. They're having their summer academy for the incoming sophomores the first week of August, and they need volunteers to help at the summer academy. So you can go onto our Facebook page and find the link to sign up to volunteer.
Perfect. Volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
Yes, we always
As we said, we love to make things happen here for the Park City community and all the kids. So thank you guys so much for coming on. We appreciate it. Good luck to everything with you, Mellissa, in the future. I'm excited to see where you go, for sure. We'll be right back with much more right here on the Mountain Morning Show. Remember to go to the website PCEF4, that's the number 4kids.org, and find out more information about all the upcoming events and ways that you can get involved and volunteer there as well. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.